So, in case you didn't know it, the job market, formerly known as a safe, secure job market, no longer exists. Uh-uh. And listen, they are coming. And when I say they, I'm talking about AI. I'm talking about immigrants. I'm talking about college students who are buried in debt and need a paycheck. I'm talking about people on the other side of the world who can do your job just as well as you can for a fraction of what these companies pay you. So who knows? AI, systems, processes, children, probably in other countries, they could have kids working. I don't know. Heck, there might even be ET coming for your job, aliens and whatnot. But I don't know. I just know that now, today, more than ever, you cannot afford to sit back and believe that your job is safe, to believe that your job is secure, to believe that your paycheck's going to be there tomorrow. If you haven't been paying attention or you've been living under the proverbial rock, no such thing as safe, secure jobs. Now, I always say this and I'll say it again. There are jobs that are safer than others. Now, today, I was joking with a friend the other day, but it's true, it's factual. And that is this: the jobs that were frowned upon, the jobs that nobody wanted 5, 10, 15 years ago, guess what? Those are now the safest jobs. Being a barber, AI is not going to replace you. Someone on the other side of the world can't do that. You have to physically be there, cutting a person's hair or doing a young lady's hair. A plumber, AI can't go under your house, fix your drains. A mover, AI or whatever, as far as I know, cannot drive trucks, jump on and off trucks, load and wrap furniture. A home cleaner. These are safe jobs, the labor jobs. And they don't have to be hard. People always think when you say labor, it means hard. No, cleaning somebody's house is not hard. Moving someone's furniture is not hard. I've done it. It's not hard. You just have to know how to execute. Uh, you know, Again, these labor jobs, repairing someone's garage. Someone did a garage repair not long ago for us, and they were out there probably 15 minutes, and the bill was like right at $500. Unbelievable, blew my mind. And lawn care, cleaning, window tinting, painting, all of these jobs are going to be safer than the office job. I'll just say it this way. If you work at home, they're going to leave you at home. Not the way you want to be left at home. They're going to let you go. They're going to fire you and leave you there. If you have a job where your work is done over a computer mainly or primarily, you're going to be replaced very soon. If you're not, because I got friends who are coders and whatnot, and they're like, no, I just kind of work with AI. Then you don't see the tsunami. See, to me, AI is a tsunami. Right now, we're seeing the waves go out into the sea, and now you can, like the old story is, now you can see everybody swimming naked because the water's receding. The water's being the state of the jobs, right? The job economy. It's moving out. But what's going to come next? A 50-foot tidal wave is what's going to come next and wipe everybody out, especially those who don't notice that the water is receding. They're not even paying attention that the water's receding. They're just going about their business. And the water's going out. But those who look up and go, wait a second, where did that water go? Wait. I know what a tsunami looks like, and there's got to be a tsunami. So let's pack up, let's move, let's get out of here. And what that means for you in the job market is, wait a minute. I see these jobs being cut. I see efficiency departments being created in my company. Mary, who's been here 20 years, has been asked to leave and given a severance package. I'm starting to hear the whispers. The writing is on the wall. New ownership, merger, new department, didn't make budget, stock prices crashing. All of this are telltale signs that you're about to be out the door. And when you see these things, again, these are signs of the economic tsunami that's coming. What's it going to look like in the end? I don't know, but I can almost guarantee you that the job market, the way you see it today, the way you and I see it today, it's not going to be the same in the next 3 to 5 years. And I only say 3 to 5 years because we're just at the beginning of what AI is going to look like. We're just at the beginning of hiring people from other countries who are willing to work for less. We're just on the cusp of that. So what's next? Hey, I don't know. I just know that you need to be figuring out what's next for you and not sitting there trying to figure out what's going to be the next move or the next shift for the economy. If I'm you, I'm sitting there going, my job is not safe. And if my job is not safe, then my paycheck is not safe. And if my paycheck is not safe, my family's not safe. My kids are not safe. My spouse is not safe. The dog is not safe. Well, we better be thinking ahead. We better be progressive. We better get ahead of this storm while everybody's out there picking up shells and whatever got exposed and being awed and oh gosh, look at this. That's so cool. The water went away. No, you need to be, hey, get your stuff. Let's go. Move. And getting your family and your friends out of there. Because again, what's coming, I don't really know, but I know it's going to be bad. I can't tell you every detail. I don't know. The system's so jacked up. It's so rigged. It's so fake that yes, this economy is very fake. That's why it's going to crash, because it's not real. My opinion, it should have crashed 5-6 years ago. But because the government kept borrowing money, and I don't want to get into all those details, but they just kept super gluing it. And then that didn't work. Well, first they duct taped it, and that didn't work. And then they super glued it, and that didn't work. And now they're gorilla gluing this thing together. And eventually it's going to come down. You see car market at an all-time high. You see Bitcoin at an all-time high. Gold, all-time high. Housing prices, all-time high. Gas prices hovering around $3 all day long, twice on Sunday. Property taxes shooting through the roof. HOA fees going up. Debt in America, consumer debt, credit card debt through the roof, student loan debt through the roof. These things are at or near all-time highs, not all-time lows. They're at or near all-time highs. That's why I'm blown away when someone's like, I want to buy a house. Why would you buy a house that's at a record high? Well, it's going to create equity. Not for you. You're going to be on the other side of equity when you sell it, when it crashes and you sell it. That person who bought it at the bottom, they're going to have equity you won't. Because people go nuts. They argue with me all day. Like, how's it going to have equity? This house is going to crash. I need to map out why buying a house is a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea. And I always say this, especially if you're going to buy with your paycheck, because jobs are not safe. Now, there is a way you can buy a house that I believe works. There are no guarantees in any of this. This whole life is temporary, even your life itself. But there are ways that I recommend you can buy a house. And if you've ever seen my ACL video, asset times cash flow equals liability, ACL, buy an asset or acquire an asset first, let the asset grow and produce cash flow, enough cash flow to pay for the liability, which is your house. Gosh, right up. Asset times cash flow equals liability. So asset times cash flow equals liability. So if you acquire the asset first, let it produce cash flow, Then you get the liability, which is the house. If you pay for the house with a paycheck, you never want to do that because the paycheck, eventually you won't have it and then you won't have your house. But if you pay for it with an asset or cash flow from an asset, you can keep the asset. And even without a job, you can still pay for your house. That's how I recommend doing. I know I've never seen anybody teach it like that, but I didn't know this until I bought a house. I was like, wait a minute, this is not the way to do it. You need cash flow first. But I'm not here to talk about houses. Go watch my ACL video. And but again, the market is not safe. What's going to happen next? I don't know. I do believe it's going to be pretty bad. I'm just here to wake you up and tell you, hey, the water is receding. You need to get out of here. And when I say get out of here, get out of that comfort zone, get out of that comfort mindset, get out of thinking that job's going to be there tomorrow, get out of being patient, get out of being, just stagnant, just waiting for the bad news. No, don't do that. Take matters into your own hands. Be progressive. Step out on faith. Get into your purpose. You're running out of time. People are like, don't rush. You got time. No, you don't. Time is the one thing you don't have in this life. It's the one thing you don't control, the one thing you can never get back. Can't buy it back, can't borrow it back, cannot be recovered. So, no, you don't have time. Now, I'm telling you to go fast. Yes, I'm just not telling you to go recklessly. Don't be reckless, but you need to move quickly. Everything you want to accomplish in this life, you better be doing it right now. Right now. Stop saying, I got time. No, you don't. You don't have time. Move quickly. Move right now. You're running out of time. Every day you wake up, one less day. In fact, when you're born, the hourglass is just doing like this. Again, you don't have time. And you don't get to flip the hourglass. You don't have time. You got to move now. You got to move quickly. You got to self-motivate yourself and say, hey, look, I'm not sitting here waiting on this wave to wipe me out. I know these jobs are not safe. I know if I lose my job, I lose my paycheck. I know if I lose my paycheck, my entire lifestyle gets disrupted. So here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to sit here and wait on this tsunami to wipe me out. I see the waves go out. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at other ways I can make money. How else can I create income? Can I cut the neighbor's yard? Can I clean somebody's car? Can I clean someone's windows? Can I help my neighbor move? What do I have to do to make money? I need a skill. I need to develop something because when that job market ends, I need to be able to take care of myself. How can I build a business? And my favorite business is to do it from your phone because you take your phone everywhere. You're always at work, but it doesn't feel like work, but you're always at work and you take your phone everywhere. You can get paid everywhere you go. So if you want to learn, I teach people how to start a mobile business from their phone without leaving their houses if they don't want to. It's called a middleman business. You find customers for other service businesses. I told you the service businesses are the safest ones. So for instance, you partner with a home cleaning service. You create your own home cleaning service. By the way, you can get in the masterclass and do it yourself, or you could get in the masterclass and get the VIP and work with me to get all this stuff done. And within 30 days, your business can be up and running, making money from your phone. You don't sell anything. You don't talk to customers. You don't do any of that. You have a VA for that. You have automated systems to find your customers, book your customers, take the deposit that goes into your account. Imagine making $150, $250 every time your website finds a customer into your account. You do that 2 times a day. That's $500. And then the system automatically dispatches the work. So really quickly, how it works for me, I have a moving service here in Dallas, and we're about to spread all over Texas now. So we're about to do it big. So just hang tight. But my moving service, customers go to my moving service. I told you, you have to partner with service businesses. I chose moving. I have a bunch of students who do cleaning, who do landscaping, pool cleaning, pool techs, heating and AC, bounce house rentals, bunch of stuff, on and on. You could go to middlemanceo.com and see the list Or if you want to see the list on here, just put the word list in the comments. I'll drop the list for you. Or you can email me at middlemanceoinfo@gmail.com to get the list. Just email me because I get a lot of emails. Email and say, hey, I'm interested in getting that list to see which business I might want to get into, which industry. By the way, don't sit back and say, I don't know anything about home cleaning. I don't either, but you're not going to do the work. I don't move people. You're not going to do the work. You're just going to create a website that that's fully automated and book customers. So I book moving customers. They contact my website, say, hey, I need to get moved. They get a quote on the website. They accept the quote, pay the $150, $250 deposit right there on the site. I get an alert. You'll get an alert saying, hey, you just got paid. The work goes into the calendar, is automatically dispatched to other movers. I don't even talk to anybody. It's automatic. The movers get an alert. If you did another industry, your ISPs or independent service pro gets an alert, says, hey, I'll take it. It's dispatched to them. You're done. You got paid. Have a great day. Enjoy your life and just scale into other cities and make more and more money. But I believe Middleman CEO is the future of business, because instead of competing with all these businesses and trying to learn how to do the work, no, just partner with them. They already know how to do the work. They already have the equipment that supplies everything they need. How about you partner with them, get a customer for them, and get paid? Same way Uber partners with you and so many others. You already have the car, so Uber don't go and buy cars. They just partner with you because you already have a car. They send a rider or a driver to you, and they get paid when you get paid. I'm just saying. So if that interests you, then put the word middleman in the comments below, or go ahead and click the link in the video description below to get into the masterclass. But you need to move quickly because we're very limited and the price is going to be going up. But again, whatever you got to do, take care of yourself. That tsunami's coming in, that wave is coming in, and it's going to be pretty nasty, and you're not going to want to be a part of that. So move quickly, take care of yourself. Remember what I said, be progressive. Don't wait to get wiped out. You need to be moving right now.